in mind for it, how can I assess its potential? I mean, if it's just simply a question of taking advantage of good access...
But it's high time we have our own insurance facilities there. I mean, a company like this...
Don't give me a lesson in tax avoidance, Avril, please. You spend most of the day trying to save money, I try to make it.
Is there a difference?
Damn it, of course there's a difference. Look, I want to see things through their roots, healed in by Freya Holdings. I don't just simply want to add noughts to a balance sheet.
Gerald, of course I understand that you need to know what the plans are before you can assess the potential. But I really do think you're going to be delighted with this one.
I shall best.
I want Lancrest as a base. Guernsey hosts the World Powerboat Championship. Now, we ourselves have got a modest entry this year.
I'd argue the word modest.
Why couldn't it also host the world's biggest sailing event?
What, the America's Cup?
Who says the America's Cup's the biggest event?
The Americans, Charles.
Exactly. Now, lately, they've made the rules. They've issued the challenges to whoever they want. And they've excluded some pretty classy competition. But if no one else is prepared to play their game...
End of cup.
Exactly. So let us dream up an event that will attract the world. And I mean the whole world. Then if our stateside friends don't want to join us, it's their loss.
But what sort of event?
Well, the course itself doesn't really matter. What is important is the status.
And Lancrest would be the focal point for this new event.
Or even a whole series of them. Now, what I think we should do is throw this idea open to a few close friends and business associates. Form a consortium. After all, don't want to take the whole risk ourselves, do we?
No. No. Yes, I certainly see doors opening.
It's just an idea right now, Gerald, but properly handled, it could be sensational.
I think I'll just go and see what Lancrest has been doing for the last 10 years.
Owned by Simon MacLean, who sold out his leisure company, but kept the marina and a vast stretch of beach because he liked them.
Thank you.
Who are you phoning?
We're going to need the best, aren't we? If we plan to take part in our own event.
Mermaid Yard. Oh. Yes, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Yes, she is. Just hang on a second. It's for you, Charles Frere.
Now, there's a coincidence. This morning the frying pan, now the fire. Yes, Mr. Frere, what can I do for you?
Evening, Jack.
Oh, good evening.
Bad day?
No. No, Domino.
Absolute nonsense. You're brimming over with...
Oh, well, you'd be the first one to know, wouldn't you, of course? Here you are. You have that.
That is very kind of you, Jack. Cheers. There's nothing wrong with you that a little fresh air wouldn't cure.
Well, I spent half my life in the fresh air.
Which is obviously why you look so well.
I have all the symptoms of angina. If you're interested.
Jack, I'm quite sure that you haven't the faintest idea what angina really is. Otherwise, you wouldn't be treating it like indigestion.
Yeah, well, the two are often mistaken, Kate, and I'm just praying that my worst fears...
Yes, well, prayer is certainly one option open to you. The other is medical opinion.
No, no doctors. I just don't get on with doctors.
You don't have to get on with them, Jack. You just have to take their advice.
Listen, are you here simply to reorganize my life? Or have you got something else in mind?
Well, actually, I have come to enlist your help.
No way.
Hello.
Hello, love. How are you?
I'm not sure. I think I'm pretty desperate. Did you make your peace with Edward?
I resigned yesterday. And I think that's why I'm feeling so good.
Is this the time to ask a favor?
You can try.
For reason to, most of my big suppliers are refusing me credit.
What?
Oh, please. Now, what I desperately need is stock, and that I can get from other outlets, but... Well, I have to keep open so I can find out what's going on.
But to buy you need cash. Is that it?
Exactly. And as Mother said, I can hardly go to the bank and say to them that people are saying I'm a credit risk, so... Would you lend me some money? I put my shares in the yard against it.
Oh, there were no need for that. You won't be wanting a fortune. Or will you?
5 years ago, we'd have said any amount was a fortune. Both of us.
Tom and I aren't exactly close friends, so I'm sure he's told you. But if he's willing to start afresh, so am I. I'd like him to come and work for me.
He's quite happy working for himself. And I'm not sure he would want to start another war with the Freers.
War is the last thing I want, believe me. Let me put my offer to you quite simply. I'd be delighted if Tom Howard would do me the honor of heading my design team.
For the America's Cup?
No, I have other plans, assuming I can get the right people together. And somehow I think you could persuade him better than I could.
Really? And just what will I be persuading him to do?
To head the best design team in the world.
They all say that.
Backed by unlimited finance, the variabilities, and of course, the need to win. Naturally, the invitation to join the team would also include yourself.
I see.
Tennis was my sport at school. I was pretty good at it. Oh, prawn salad, please.
Actually, we're building new tennis courts at the business park. We really must have a game sometime. I'll have the same, please. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure you didn't invite me here to talk about tennis.
True. Actually, we've been admiring the way you've handled yourself at Leisure Cruise.
Oh, I didn't realize I was so visible, especially to the competition.
Also, it's no secret that things between you and Ken Masters have been, well, difficult.
I didn't realize that was so obvious either.
Forgive me, Sarah, but I feel that he's used your grief since Mark's death as a way of backing you into a corner. Perhaps now's the time to strike back.
I am. But I'm open to new ways of doing so.
Why don't you join us? Keep your shares at Leisure Cruise, but sell your abilities to us.
Look, Avril, it's not charity I'm after. I would need a job that's, well, at the least demanding.
We couldn't agree with you more. We'd like you to run Relton Power.
Now, that is an offer.
For God's sake, Kate, hurry up. I'm known around these parts.
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Oh, come on, love, come on.
Oh, Jack, don't fuss.
Just come on, then. I look like a jumble sale.
Those prices, you must be joking.
When you said you were delivering stock, you didn't say what kind of stock, did you?
Well, boutiques only carry one kind of stock, dresses.
Well, why didn't you say you were delivering dresses?
Because if I had, you would have refused to have helped.
Yeah, too right. There's a great deal of your daughter in you, Kate, especially the deceit. Oh, my God!
What's the matter?
Just open the door, Kate. Open the door.
Is joy indigestion?
No. Open the door. It's Bill says. He's coming up the hill. Hello, Jack. Oh, hello, Bill. I was just helping Kate to, Hey, listen. You haven't seen me, right?
Don't worry, Jack. I won't tell a soul.
Much, Andrew. See you tomorrow.
Hello. There you are. All right. Yes, I think we'll manage.
My God, it's a long time since I drove anything this small.
Should have hired the driver to go with it.
When I said low profile, I didn't mean this low.
Well, what's the agenda?
No agenda, just a package tour, you know.
Well, how are we going to pass the time?
Check into the hotel and do absolutely nothing for the rest of the day. Tomorrow, we visit Lancress, check out the marina and the beach, and then, well, maybe look around the rest of the island, stroll around the town. How does that sound?
Sounds to me like an agenda.